Hi, I am Mercy Ojalade. I am a tutor from the Royal Conservatoire of Scotland. We're going to talk a little bit about multilingualism and what strategies that we put in place at the Conservatoire. The course at the Conservatoire in Glasgow is taught in English, and that is something that is communicated to all of the students when they arrive or apply to the programme. That doesn't mean that all of the students only speak in English. We have students from all over the world speaking lots of different languages, including German, Portuguese, French, Tagalog, Spanish, Ukrainian, Russian, Welsh, Scots, Gaelic, Irish. The list continues. So with that in mind, we have a duty and a responsibility to embrace all of the student actors that we have and their other languages as well. Within the programme, we have a few opportunities when students might engage in work in other languages. For example, in the second year, our acting students will do projects under the New Work module, and they will do things like the solo performance project, which is where they are encouraged, especially if they have another language, to do pieces using other language within their solo pieces. They will also do a piece in a festival called Off Kilter, which is group work and devised pieces. And students, again, are encouraged to find ways to use their native languages or other languages in that work. Last year, we made a short video with funding from the Equality, Diversity and Inclusion. The video was exclusively in lots of different languages, but not in English. That was intentional, and that was really to celebrate the backgrounds of students that we are able to reach and that we are very grateful to have on the programme in Glasgow. This year we had a group of students who devised some work as part of the New Work module, which actually was taken to Spoleto to a festival of student work, a theatre festival in Italy, and they presented their work. They came second, which was brilliant for us, but a real testament and a reminder of the value of allowing students to work in languages which are native to them. Another way that we encourage work or possibilities for our students using other languages is by working with external companies. One such company is a Glasgow-based company called Vanishing Point Theatre. This relationship that we have been able to have has been brilliant, not just in giving students the opportunities to tour and to travel with work, but on often occasions to allow students to use their own languages in a professional environment. We have a few opportunities for students to engage in exchange projects with other drama schools or institutions, not just in the UK. We also welcome students from other countries, nations, backgrounds, heritages. With their other languages, we welcome them to the Conservatoire in Glasgow because that's also really important, and it's about our students hearing other languages and it not being an alien space to them. At the moment, we have two students who are away in Prague, working with students from all over Europe and the world. Having said all of that, it is important to talk about the marginalised voices that we have and that we experienced on the programme. We have students who use kind of Scots language, who might speak in Scots Gaelic, aren't secondary, but have equal spacing. And that might mean liaising or engaging with particular theatre companies. We have a student very recently who has been working on a production with an external company using just, in Scots Gaelic language, who was able to work professionally whilst in training because he has that language available to him. One other thing to discuss, when we think about multilingualism, it would be difficult to have this conversation without thinking about the status of Glasgow within the UK, within Europe, especially now that the UK has chosen to leave the European Union, which of course for us is a shame as artists, as creatives. But we do have to recognise that a byproduct of that means that our actors, particularly those working within the UK, those who have other languages available to them, will be highly sought after. So previously, people might have gone abroad or travelled to find the actors. But actually, if productions are being made in the country and languages are needed, that is maybe a bit more difficult because of things like paperwork and bureaucracy and protocol. So that's another reason for us to just embrace all that the students bring, and also think about how we can really continue to serve the students in our delivery